Good morning, class 10. Welcome all of you in this special class of mathematics. Students, we have in the chapter 14, statistics. There are three major of central tendency: mean, median and mode. I have already explained the mean, median and mode. But now this is the last part of this chapter, graphical representation of cumulative frequency. My dear students, in class 9, you know very well, you must have learned how will you represent the given data with the help of bar graph, with the help of histograms, frequency polygon, all these things. In previous class, you must have learned. Now you see, what is the importance of this representation? You know, my dear students, pictures talk more than words. This is the importance. A graph of graphical representation helps about the data given at a glance. Important. This is the importance of this portion of mathematics, statistics. Now come to the point, how will you represent cumulative frequency? Now you see cumulative frequency with the help of graph. The graph we obtain in this method, cumulative frequency curve. That is known as ogive, O-G-I-V-E. Ogive is a cumulative frequency curve that is obtained to represent the given data. Now you see this question. These are the marks obtained by the students, and this is the number of students, 0, 10, 5, 10, 23, like this. Cumulative frequency, I have already explained. When we continue adding the frequency of just previous classes, that is called cumulative frequency. Understand? So 5, 5, 3, 8, 8, 4, 12, 12, 3, 15, like this. So this is cumulative frequency, and the last observation which we obtain, that is n. That is n. Now you see, there are two kinds of ogive, less than type or more than type. Now you observe this table, and now we have to represent this frequency, cumulative frequency distribution in this graph. We take the upper limit of this class interval on the x-axis. Upper limit, lower limit, you might have learned. 0, 10, 0 lower limit, 10 is upper limit. Understand? Now you see, these are the points to represent on a graph paper. Maximum frequency, upper limit 10, frequency 5, cumulative frequency 28, 30, 12. These are the coordinates you can see. So you plot these points on this graph. 10, 5, 10, and this is 5. Now you see 28, 20, and this is 8. Now 30, 12, 30, and this is 12. Now you plot these points 40, 40 and 15. 40 on x-axis, 15 on y-axis. 40 and this is 12. If you continue plotting all the points and if you join these points with a smooth hand, free hand, you will get a curve. And this is the curve obtained, and this curve is called cumulative frequency curve, and this is known as less than OG. My dear student, from examination point of view, this part of this statistics very important, and one question is generally set in the board exam to represent the frequency distribution. This is the less than type OG. Understand? This is the question, class marks obtained by a student given in the book. Number of a student, this is frequency. And if you add these frequencies class interval wise, you will get the sum. These are called cumulative frequency. And now you have to represent this cumulative frequency on a graph paper. So this is a graph paper. I have drawn a very short part of a graph. You can do very nicely on the real graph paper. So my dear students, the importance of graph, as I have told you, it helps to know about the given data at a glance. And I have already told you, pictures talk more than words. And this is the representation of this graphical, this cumulative frequency distribution. And one more important point in this questioning, you should take upper limit and corresponding cumulative frequency. 10, 5, 20, and 8. And more important, you should take the upper limit of every class on x-axis and cumulative frequency on the y-axis. So this is less than type OG. Now you see the more than type OG of this question. So more than type, in the question it's saying, this is the marks obtained and these are the number of the students. Now you see, what is the lower limit? Lower limit 0, 10, you have to convert into this. So if you convert like this, more than type, so more than type 0, 53, उसके बाद 10, you have to convert this. This is the less than type, more than, so more than 0, more than 10 like this, more than 0. कितना रहेगा? 53. This will be 53. 53. And now 53 minus 8, 45. And 45 minus 7 like this, 36. Yeah, 30, 38. So you will do, so you should take the lower limit of the class and the corresponding cumulative frequency. I have not enough time in this period, and therefore I am explaining, but now you have to do, okay, how will you draw the graph paper? So in graph paper I remind, in more than type, you should take the lower limit of every class interval and corresponding cumulative frequency. And you take as a coordinates 0, 53 like this, and if you plot, so you will get a curve that will be more than type OG. So I wrap up with the summary that this is the topic, graphical representation of cumulative frequency. This is, you you have to represent the given frequency, cumulative frequency on a graph paper. So with the help of it, you can draw less than type positive and more than type positive. So my dear students, we will try to solve, because I am not getting enough time to explain everything or calculating and simplifying all these things. You will try to solve, and if you have any doubt, but more important things, this cumulative frequency is the sum of all the frequencies of the class interval, and in the less than term, we take the coordinates, upper limit and corresponding cumulative frequency, and more than type, we take a lower limit and corresponding frequency. And if I get time next time, so I will explain you how we will find the median with the help of this. So that's all for today. So this is the important part of statistics, less than type positive and more than type. Thank you and have a nice day.